What is the most hurtful thing a therapist has ever said to you? I was 14 when my mom forced me to see a therapist. I had been struggling with depression for a long time and she thought it would help. I didn't want to go, but I had no choice. I remember sitting in the waiting room, feeling anxious and scared. I didn't know what to expect. When I finally went in, the therapist was a middle-aged woman with a kind face. She smiled at me and asked me to sit down. We talked for a while and I told her about my life. I told her about my parents' divorce, how I was bullied at school, and how I felt like I didn't belong anywhere. She listened patiently and nodded her head. Then she said something that I'll never forget. She said, "You know, you don't have to be depressed. You can choose to be happy." I was shocked. I couldn't believe she had said that. I felt like she was dismissing everything I had just told her. I felt like she was blaming me for my depression. I left her office feeling worse than I had when I went in. I didn't tell my mom what had happened. I didn't want to disappoint her. I pretended to go to therapy for a few more weeks, but I would just sit in the waiting room and read magazines. Eventually, I told my mom that I didn't need therapy anymore. She was happy and thought I was getting better, but I wasn't. I was still struggling with depression, and I felt like I had no one to talk to.